Hey there guys, Gutslove here, and late with the death battles, yay! Yeah, I'm sorry. That's life for you, and also Christmas shopping, because hey, we're in December. And, okay, out of the question, Erza versus Zoro. Okay, let's do this. Also, guest stars, woo! Yay. Ah, Monty Python!
In the future, one kind of fighter has stood the test of time. The swordsman.
And today's combatants are two of the most skilled warriors to ever wield a blade.
Roronoa Zorro, the feared swordsman of the Straw Hat Pirates.
And Erza Scarlet, the battle mage of the Fairy Tale Guild.
Oh, so she's from Fairy Tale. I thought she was from Gurren Lagann by her hair.
And skills to find out who would win a
Bandages don't work that way with boobs. Jesus.
As a child, Roronoa Zorro dreamed of becoming the greatest swordsman.
Freaking One Piece.
But he didn't just enroll at a dojo. He showed up, challenged everyone, and then just sort of stuck around.
Zorro's dojo training sharpened his natural talent with a sword, but there was one person he could never quite manage to beat. His sensei's daughter, Kuina.
Ooh.
They dueled a lot, and Kuina won every single matchup. All 2001 of them.
Ouch.
Damn, you think you would have gotten at least one in?
Despite the constant defeat, Kuina and Zorro were very close friends.
Even if they're made of wood, the swords really look
Would
painful.
become the world's best swordsman.
And then she fell down some stairs and died.
Aww.
Just seems like an unacceptable way for a master swordsman to bite the dust.
That just sucks.
Thin out the competition for world's best swordsman, though.
True. I mean, that's how I became the world's best shotgun woodcarver.
After Kuina's
Bad
death,
idea.
Zorro inherited her sword and used it to hone his skills even further, eventually leaving the dojo in search of the current title holder of world's greatest swordsman, Dracule Mihawk.
But he immediately got
Cool
himself
design.
lost. With nothing better to do, he became a bounty hunter and wandered around the ocean until he ran into a weird, stretchy pirate kid.
Luffy.
You mean Monkey D. Luffy, who brought Zorro onto his crew of Straw Hat Pirates.
Actually worked out pretty well since Luffy was already...
I never tried to watch One Piece.
Turns out Zorro
Thanks
had
to
quite a
4Kids.
reputation.
Ugh.
At this point, he was already a master swordsman, and after fighting and training under Mihawk, his swordsmanship became legendary.
Nice.
He created his own fighting style, Santoryu, also called three-sword style, because he uses three swords, one in each hand and one in his freaking mouth.
That should be
doesn't seem
difficult.
Very safe.
Oh, shut up, Wiz. Badass.
Sorry, you have
don't care about
competition.
Safety.
Regardless, with the three-sword style, Zorro can perform several unique attacks, including the Onigiri, where he strikes with all three blades at once.
Or the Tatsumaki, where he makes a tornado dragon.
By swinging
Hey,
his sword to separate
Hanzo!
compressed air projectiles toward an opponent, like with his deadliest technique, the 1080-pound cannon.
Nice.
And last but not least, he knows the Kitoryu 9-sword style.
Wait, did he just grow 4 more arms and 2 more heads? How the hell did he do that?
Are we getting any Overwatch vibes with this?
Somehow has physical presence.
Zenyatta!
Slapchop with a total of 9 swords.
That's one way to put it. In addition to his skills with the blade, Zorro is able to use Haki, a mysterious power that every
What
living
is that?
being possesses, but only a select few have learned how to use.
Hagi, much like Neapolitan ice cream, comes in 3 flavors, and Zorro only has access to chocolate and vanilla.
Chocolate, I don't even...
I prefer
know what
strawberry
those
with vanilla.
Flavors is observation Haki,
That's vanilla.
of course. Which in some ways is similar to Spider-Man's Spidey sense. Zorro can sense the location of other people, even if they're invisible or far away, and can also predict most opponents' attacks.
Then chocolate, everyone's favorite Hagi flavor, is armament Hagi. This lets him form an invisible armor around himself as protection, or harden his swords to make his strikes cut through almost anything.
With both
Nice
Haki,
technique.
Zorro has been a real asset to the Straw Hat Pirates. They've traveled the world and had a lot of weird adventures.
Like that time, Zorro fought a literal living mountain man named Pika and sliced him clean in half.
Shadow of the
Well,
Colossus!
it didn't just cut through Pika, it sent his top half flying upward. Considering Pika's enormous size and approximate mass, this strike
He
had to
did.
have been more powerful than the first ever deployed hydrogen bomb, the 11 megaton Castle Romeo.
Also,
Damn.
Zorro's pretty pretty damn fast. One time he
Decapitated a freaking dragon.
invisible to a room full of highly trained assassins. And when the odds are against him, he'll keep pushing himself, even past the point of bleeding out.
Thus, he's powered through some incredibly intense pain, such as...
Boom! Oh no! Imploding!
Holy shit! How the hell is he still standing after that?
That's my question.
A good question.
Zombie?
After a battle with Kuma, a bear man because this is One Piece, Zoro took on not only his own pain from near death, but also Luffy's, despite being told that doing so would surely kill him. But it just didn't.
Oh!
He doesn't even brag about it. What a badass.
Zoro is definitely the stoic badass type, but he can't do everything. He's a sword fighter above all, and prefers to fight up close in person.
He also has the world's shittiest sense of direction. He gets lost without someone there literally reading the map for him, and could never survive on his own without his friends.
You might think Zoro would be more of a lone wolf type of guy, but no. Much like how Kuina's death spurred him on to become a great swordsman, it's his friends who keep him fighting.
Oh well.
I set
The
sail
power of
for
friendship!
London.
Woo!
And what is your
Never doubt the power of friendship, people. Okay, come on, Erza.
Erza Scarlet grew up in a small rural town called Rosemary Village. It was pretty picturesque as far as childhoods go.
Hold on, Wiz. I'm getting a premonition. Despite everything seeming perfect, something
Destruction.
terrible happens.
Mother dying.
Emperor's cult attacked, destroyed the city, and enslaved the children to build a tower to resurrect their evil overlord.
Oh shoot.
There it is.
Young Erza was tortured, and while she may have lost an eye in the process, she also gained a friend, Jalal Fernandez. He actually gave Erza her last name, Scarlet, after her red hair.
She and her buddies swore they'd escape, so Erza ended up staging a revolt and saved the other slaves thanks to discovering her latent magical powers.
Boom.
Unfortunately, not everyone made
He
it
died.
out.
Turns out Jalal got possessed by some spirit that made him a huge dick, and she had to go without him.
Fine, if you want to leave so badly, then I'm not going to stop you. But you'll have to go alone.
After
Dick.
that nightmare, Erza swore to dedicate her life to helping and protecting the innocent, and so joined the Fairy Tale Magicians Guild. Luckily for them, she possessed a great skill set for a mage.
Her main thing is requip magic, which is basically like having an armory with you at all times, without having
Pretty
to look
good.
around.
Requip magic allows Erza to summon her vast array of weapons and armor.
That would be
at
such a
will,
very
meaning she can use
useful
multiple combinations
spell,
of
dude.
swords, lances, and outfits all in one fight without ever really slowing down.
Damn, that'd be useful for all my weapons. How many's she packing?
She's rumored to have access to as many as 100 sets of armor and 200 weapons.
Nice.
Nice! As far as armor goes, her go-to is the standard Heart Cruise set. But there's also the Heaven's Wheel armor, where she
Of
can
course,
send
with
swords flying
boobs.
at people, the spiky defensive adamantine armor,
There we
and
go,
the
that's a little bit
black-winged
better.
Flame Empress armors, which have wings for flying.
Don't forget her giant
Boobs.
armor, which she uses with a lance, purgatory armor, which has a lot of spikes, and seduction armor? I'm not really sure what purpose this serves.
Probably to make enemies terribly aroused. Ever tried to fight with an erection, Wiz?
What?
Believe me.
What the hell?
Easy.
Right.
What?
Well, Erza claims her most powerful armor is the Armadura Fairy Armor, which is
Boo,
very-
it's pink. Boo.
These are fancy and all, but sometimes she doesn't even bother suiting up. If her back's against the wall, Erza equips her Clear Heart clothing. This enhances her speed and attack over defense, and channels all
Oh.
her magical energy into
Okay.
her katanas for a decisive blow.
She can charge magic through her swords to perform all sorts of magical attacks, even mixing and matching weapons and armors to better her chances in a fight.
She's also just really good at sword fighting. Actually, she's really good with a lot of weapons, including hand-to-hand.
All of this makes Erza an excellent addition to the Fairy Tale Guild. She quickly became
I'm
one of
gonna
its
keep that
highest
comment
ranking
until
mages
later.
and was the youngest member to ever pass the S-Class Mage promotion test. An incredibly difficult gauntlet only the strongest and
Ooh, it can
wisest
split
warriors
bullets.
can even
Nice.
attempt.
Speaking of achievements, she's pretty freaking strong. Don't believe me? Well, here she is, lancing a hole through a giant floating cube.
This cube was about 100 million cubic miles in volume. To punch through it, Erza's lance must have dealt about 16 kilotons of force.
Nice.
Erza's also fast enough to deflect bullets point blank from a flintlock pistol. Guns with a muzzle
That's
velocity
not
of
how
about
bandages work on
540 miles
boobs.
per hour. And that's without a speed boost from her armor.
Right, many of her armor sets grant her stat boosts, increasing her speed, magic, defense, etc. She survived plenty of destructive blasts, including one that blew up an island. Considering that island's size, that's an explosion equivalent to 2 kilotons of TNT.
So she's sexy, can survive island-busting attacks, and has a shit ton of weapons? She's basically perfect. Just wish she used a gun or two.
Well, she
That would
might
be
have a vast
useful.
armory, but swapping them in and out requires magic. And she can run her supply down if she's not careful.
There it is.
So it's just like a mana bar in those fantasy games you always play.
Yeah.
Exactly. Though even when she's out of magic, she's still quite deadly in hand-to-hand. Like when she fought her alternate self from another parallel universe.
That
Panty
universe has
shots.
a lot less clothing. Sign me up.
But when you're among the best in the guild, you get the job done no matter the limits.
I will withstand any physical pain to protect the ones that I love.
Dun dun dun. Okay.
Alright, the
Oh,
combat
wait a minute.
starts.
Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Let's see. With all that said, who am I gonna vote for? And I bet many of you are gonna say, "Oh, it's because she's a chick. She's gonna choose Erza or something," or "Oh, she's gonna go for it or Erza because of this and that." Well, it's because of reasons. You know, the whole choosing who one thinks is gonna win. Kind of like with previous battles that I thought. Did I say that I was hoping that Tracer would win in the Tracer vs. Scout video? I really can't remember. And also in my first React video when I was hoping that Goliath would win against Beast, which was awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, with all that said, with all this information, who do I think is gonna win? Well, we know that Zorro does not rely on magic. He relies on skill alone and his swords, and he has really good abilities and also many things that help him get the upper hand in certain fight scenes. He also can withstand a lot of pain, but he's not immortal like with any character. Hey, especially, come on, death battles, they're supposed to die even though they're immortal. Now, Erza also has very good abilities. She has, from what I've seen, a wider range in weapons. That's good. That's a really good thing because whatever the reason, she can adapt with any weapon she has. Also, she has a buttload of why am I freezing? A buttload of different kinds of armor, but there lies the little thing I was hoping that Wiz and Boomstick were gonna comment on. The mana. They said at the beginning that she uses magic to transport her armor and her weapons so she doesn't have to carry like a big briefcase and whatnot. And that's her weakness. She drains her mana when she gets her weapons out and whatever. And that's a big problem. With that, I think Zorro is gonna be the winner, I think. Erza has a big upper hand, but I think Zorro is gonna win because, oh my god, I don't know how to explain this. Jeez, I can't believe this. Okay, so I'm putting my vote on Zorro. If Erza wins, hey, it's a win for all girls out there, like all women. Thank you. But if Zorro wins, then hey, I got my vote. Like my vote won. Boom. Even though I never seen One Piece, I tried to watch it I think once, but it was under 4 Kids when it was still on Fox. Oh god, that was horrible. Jesus. I even watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Under the 4 Kids dub. I even like watched the 2nd season a few months ago, and it was so terrible, but still gave me a buttload of nostalgia. But hey, you're not here to listen to my ramblings. Let's on to the fight.
Are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death
Yay, no commercial! Oh damn, I have something in my eye. Ow. Oh, sprites.
Oh, sorry, lady. Could you point me in the way of the shipyard? I've been looking around for hours.
Ooh, wanted posters. Woo!
You're the one I'm looking for. Come peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe later.
Ooh,
We'll have to do this the hard way.
come on, fight! fight, fight!
Busy.
Fight! Boom!
Guess we're doing this now.
She gets the upper hand. Ooh. Come on, go, go, go. Ooh, double, ooh, triple.
Whoa. What?
You're coming. Me.
That voluptuous armor.
Neat trick.
Go, go, go. Ooh, 3D models. That armor kind of looks like a harpy because of the boots.
I'm laughing at this.
Hey, you've been picking up by a little flame, dude. Nice. That looked like Vixen's shield from Kingdom Hearts. Go, 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 go! Come on. Very nice.
You are strong, pirate. But this is your strength.
You're using up too much of your mana, dude.
Fool. Nothing is worse than the loss of life.
Hello, he's still up.
Crying woman.
What?
So much for all that strength bullshit, huh?
Woo! Go, 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 go!
I can do this!
All of the feathers.
For my skill! For my strength! For my
Oh, he's putting up the bandana! Shit is gonna go down.
Bring it on!
Zenyatta! Zenyatta Zoro.
You're not the only one who fights for their friends!
Friendship! Yes! Oh. Oh! Oh, bloody goodness. Oh, yes.
Where the hell is that shipyard?
KO!
Jesus! Talk about a killing blow!
In the past, Erza could react to projectiles flying over 500 miles per hour, but Zorro could move faster than the eye could see.
Oh!
U.S. Air Force tests have shown that a well-trained human eye can consistently spot and recognize an image in 1/220th of a second. So, in this case, Zorro would have had to move from point A to point B, which is about 57 feet, in 4.5 milliseconds.
Nice.
Close to 9,000 miles per hour.
That's more than 5 times faster than a bullet. Erza didn't really rely on speed anyway, and
So
there's no evidence any
that's-
armor magic could have helped
That
close
was
that
his
gap.
strong point.
Speaking of her armor, Erza did have more options in
Very
the defense of
nice.
weaponry. Unfortunately for her, she was simply outclassed and damage dealt.
Erza could withstand hits of about 2 kilotons, like the blast which destroyed that island. But Zorro has dished out much stronger blows than that.
Slicing Pika in half, for example, was equivalent to 11.5 megatons. That's about 6,000 times bigger than anything Erza has survived. And while Erza's artificial eye may
okay.
have seen through Zorro's 9-sword style illusion, it couldn't prevent him from actually attacking her.
He also had that habit of stripping down to clear hard clothing in a bind. Yeah, it gave her more sword power, but at the cost of less defense.
True.
This sounded like a good idea on paper, but close-range combat was Zorro's bread and butter.
Erza was mostly self-taught, and while proficient with a blade, Zorro has trained with swords all his life. Even with the
That's
greatest
also a
swordsman
good
in the world,
point.
an up-close duel
He
was
had
exactly
training.
what he was looking for.
Yes, she won't be getting a fairy tale ending.
The winner is Roranoa Zorro.
Yay!
Next time.
Woo!
on
He won! Yes. I'm happy. Yay! I'm happy. Woo! Okay. Yeah. That was a decent battle. Like, I'm not kidding. That was very decent. After I don't want to say a blunder. Quasi blunder for Tracer versus Scout, but hey, I still like that death battle. It was a little bit subpar compared to this one. This one had more attacks and swords. I really like swords. Oh god. I do like the use of sprites in terms of the death battles, even though I'm mostly, you know, I have more of a what's the word I'm looking for? Jesus. I really like how they use the 3D modeling for the battles, like with Deadpool versus Deathstroke, Iron Man against, who was it, Lex Luthor, or Luthor, depending on how you pronounce it. I really like how they use their 3D modeling for the fights. There's a few fights in which it shows that they're learning, but hey, the recent battles in which they use 3D modeling is very, very good. And sprites, they've always had like an upper hand because there's a few of them that are already in existence, or they use a few and just color, you know, change the colors or the disguise, the clothing. Jesus, why did I say disguise? And so, with that said, this has been Zorro versus Erza. Why do I want to say Ezra? It's Erza. Scarlet Erza. And so with that said, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Gutslove, and I'll see you all next time. I'm uploading Dante versus Bayonetta, don't worry.